Monday afternoon and most of the day today should give you pause that when you have had bad thoughts, especially the ones that you wouldn't want read in court, don't write them down or put them in text. Today is day 23 of the Karen Reed trial. Monday finished up with the start of the cross-examination of Detective Michael Proctor. On direct, Proctor read off inappropriate text, and the start of cross dealt with Proctor looking for nudes. I also didn't get to watch it all today, so I will miss some of the sub-stories. A lot of the focus today was trying to get the bias out of Proctor, in that he only focused on Karen and never thought about anything else. It started with Jackson asking about what the higher-ups wanted, and they wanted things done ASAP. Jackson asked what that meant. Then they went into discussing what the initial thoughts were, and that Proctor initially could not say that it was an intentional act or not when Karen hit John. Proctor said a little bit later that by 16 hours after the event, that they had a good idea of what happened from the evidence as it developed over the day. And then over several sets of questions about different people, Jackson was going through the relationships Proctor had with some of the Alberts. Jackson was trying to get Proctor to say that he was good friends with the Alberts. Proctor said he once thought of using Julie to babysit and that there were comments about one ski trip. For Kevin Albert, Proctor said he worked with him on cold cases and went to the same gym. Jackson pointed out that an episode where Kevin and Proctor drank together and Kevin left his badge and possibly gun with Proctor. Jackson then asked about his relationship with Colin, and there wasn't much of one. After going over the relationships, he went over the investigation and asked why he never got a search warrant for the house. Proctor said he didn't have any evidence to get one. He also asked if his sister was being used as an intermediary for other people interested in the investigation. There were other areas that they went over and eventually cross-finished. Redirect was simple, with asking simple questions for Proctor and to talk about the investigation. Proctor's cross and then redirect went most of the day. The next witness was Supervisor Tully, who was Proctor's boss. They went over the relationship with the medical examiner, which Tully said that they had a close relationship with. Tully then said he did a verbal reprimand to Proctor, but didn't go into any more detail about any investigation. Then they went into what happened that day with Tully calling O'Hara with the Massachusetts Police CERT team. Tully got to the Albert house by 5:30 p.m. and the search began where they found the other shoe and parts of the taillight. He opened the bags to both and the day ended. Proctor was a very controversial witness because of his text that had inappropriate remarks about Karen and the close line he had to giving out too much information about the investigation to people. People have said that if Karen is found not guilty, it will be because of Proctor's testimony. I think everybody was upset with what he said, but the pro-guilt side said that the focus should be on the facts against Karen, and that this is just normal belief and statements that cops make or have. I think we will be discussing Proctor's testimony for a long time. Trial continues tomorrow.